argument can have like how do I say this? How do I say this?
Okay, what I'm arguing, listen. You're presupposing that the initial sentence in question is a statement. And I already attacked this.
Repeat
I
that.
said
Hold
it's
up.
an
Hold up.
imperative statement.
Repeat that.
Okay. So what your argument presupposes is that my sentence is a statement, which I already attacked. It's an imperative sentence.
A sentence can have like a statement is basically a sentence by like verbatim implements. Like that's nothing to go
What?
over.
No, you can have an imperative sentence is inherently not
Define
a
an imperative sentence real quick.
statement. Okay, so a request, a command, or any of the sort. So if I say, suck my dick, is that a statement?
It's you mean vitally important or like or like commanding in the sense that it's like okay, I see what you mean, but give your
Yeah.
example again. I see what you mean.
Okay, yeah, suck my dick. That's a command, right? How can that be a statement? A statement is a
A
declarative
command
sentence.
is
How am I
generally. Do you know what a
declaring?
statement is? Do you know what a statement is?
Yes, I literally just defined it. It's a declarative sentence. I said almost a statement. I'm cooked.
A statement is like in a sense a declaration or like something definitive in the sense that it's like expressing something else in like speech or writing. Imperative. You said it's like giving an order or like a command, right? A command
Yeah, a
for
command or
imperative. So
request.
declaration by definition is like something formal or explicit within within like the statement or announcement. So if you were to command something, you can like announce it in the sense that it's stated. Therefore, the usages of like
No,
statement
that's
and
distinct. No. You're defining a declaration as something that's formally announced.
by
If I
definition,
remember correctly.
I do believe that's the fucking definition to it. A formal, or I can give you the definition right now.
Yeah, I got the
Oh,
definition. Yeah, so a formal or explicit statement or announcement.
yeah.
So the announcement, an announcement is a form of statement here. Okay, this is an inclusive disjunction, not an exclusive
It's a
disjunction.
formal statement, not a form of statement, but you can interpret it that way. Sure, you can do that.
Okay, so you're to an extent affirming my
I'm not
interpretation
affirming
towards an
your
announcement.
position within that, or like your interpretation through that is like actually colloquially like necessary in the sense that it's like actually applicable. But you can go ahead, sure.
Repeat that, bruh.
I'm saying like your interpretation over this said declaration is not like it doesn't have to be necessarily like the case and shit like that. So, but you can go ahead.
Yeah, but that's not what I was saying. I was saying that to an extent you affirmed
I didn't
my
ask
interpretation
if.
towards an announcement,
Hold up.
towards the denotation of announcement.
I didn't ask
Yeah, I also didn't ask for
definitional
your
definition.
existence.
You said what?
So nothing. So I
No,
said,
no, no. Repeat that.
uh,
Repeat that.
no. I said an announcement is a form of statement, right? So if I announce something, um, I'll give I'll give an exemplification of an announcement. So, given that it is a form of statement, right? If I say I am the president of Zimbabwe, okay, that's a statement, but not an imperative sentence. What I'm trying to do here is make a distinction between sentences and statements.
No, I know what you mean
If
by that,
you
but like, since you already agreed that like something imperative inherently means like to command, like an imperative statement means to command something, right?
imperative statement, that's what do you mean by that?
What you put it into your own terms, like you said, it means like command, right? Or like to like
No,
offer.
no. I'm making a distinction between statements and imperative sentences.
What's an imperative sentence to you? Like a command?
Yes, that's
Okay,
correct.
and I'd say that like a command is what you execute in a statement, and different statements may execute the same command with different arguments typically. So we can execute them within a statement. It's not gonna deconstruct the fact that
Wait.
it's like
Repeat that.
okay. I said a command is what you execute within a statement, but it's still the probable cause within it is still like prohibited within a
How is it the
statement. So it's
probable
in a
cause?
statement in the sense that it's
How
actually
is it the
stated.
probable cause of X? How
You
is it
said
the
what?
probable cause?
The probable
How is
cause.
it?
In contextualization, I mean like how a statement is overall like executed. That's like
Give me
executed
a
like
second.
just like the general definition of it. You said repeat what I said or like
My bad. My parents just came home.
uh
Yeah, what were you saying?
I'm saying like commanding or like offering or like in general. Like commanding within an imperative statement in general is like a command is like basically when you
No,
execute
I
it
don't think you
in a
can.
statement.
I don't think you can have an imperative statement. That would just be an
You don't
imperative
think, but your
sentence.
hold up, your position within that was temporarily was like temporary on how like like you're using an imperative statement in the sense that's like in connotation. I'm saying
That's not a
I
connotation.
can say it again. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm saying
That's not a connotation affixed to my statement. Okay, let me say this again. So a statement is not an imperative sentence because uh I'm gonna extrapolate. Okay, so a statement is uh, it's basically an assertion. You cannot have an imperative sentence. You cannot assert an imperative. Or wait, no, never mind, never mind. You cannot assert an imperative sentence to be the case, whereas in a statement you assert them to be the case, which is inherently conflicting towards the intrinsic nature of
wait, do you
which.
agree that like an assertion is a wait? I can't tell if you said like an assertion is a statement or not, but did you say that?
Assertion can be perceived as a statement.
Yeah, it's an assertive
And
statement. That's the
statements,
colloquial like meaning towards it, and it's like value. But I'm saying since you said like
yeah, sure.
fucking you said imperative statements are used within like the notations of a command. They mean
Bro,
command.
again, I'm not saying imperative sentences or imperative statements. I'm not. That's not what I'm connotating. Imperative sentence. There's
I
no
never
such thing as
said that.
imperative
I said
statements.
imperative statements can like you
There's
said
no such
before,
thing
they
as imperative
imply
statements.
command, right?
There's no such thing as imperative statements.
Oh wait, I mean hold up. I got it mixed up. Imperative
Imperative
sentences.
sentences.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said you said they meant like something relating to a command, right?
commander request or anything of the
Yeah, and
sort.
I'm saying a command is like executed within a statement, so you can't have something that's like executed without a said thing to like not
A
execute on.
command is
So
executed
that's
within
going to
a
be
statement. Can
logically
you go ahead and
contradictory to the
can
sense
you
that's like
instantiate that?
going to
Can you
contradict
instantiate that
yourself.
real quick?
You said
Can you
what?
instantiate? Can you instantiate? Um, can you instantiate
What substantiate?
imperatives being
What's that?
employed within statements?
What's that? What does it mean?
I'm asking you to
I'm asking you
instantiate.
what does
You
substantiate mean
asserted
in
that.
your like affirming position.
Okay, represent what you initially stated. By instance,
By instance, what do you mean by that though?
give an instance of basically just give an instance of what you initially proposed.
You mean you want me to like retract what I said?
No, no, no. I want you to give me an instance that exemplifies imperatives being executed within statements.
Oh, you want me to show an example of it?
Yeah, basically.
Well, I was not arguing over an example being substantiated to it, but I was just giving.
That's not what I was saying. I'm
I
asking you to instantiate that. I was not asserting that you argued an example towards what you said.
I said I don't need. Okay, so I
No,
tried
you
implying
are
how like I
actually
don't need an
compelled to do
example
so.
to
That's a form of substantiation. So you're compelled to do so. That's the burden of proof upon you.
compel to what? What was that?
You're compelled to do so. You're compelled because instantiation is a form of substantiation. So I'm
Substantiation
basically
is
imposing a
the
burden
form
of
of
proof
substan.
upon you.
Can you like elucidate as to like what does that mean for
Okay, yeah,
detail?
yeah, okay,
Because you're
okay.
just repeating yourself.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So instantiation is a form of substantiation. What this means is
You're
what this
saying a
denotes
form of this, the form
is
of this. That's like saying the form of X, the form of X. It's gonna repeat yourself, hence going circular.
no,
I'm
no, no.
asking you, what does it mean?
Non instantiation is no substantiation is a broad it's a broad hypernym. Instantiation is a
Hyper. What does that
hypernym
mean?
of
What does that mean?
substantiation. A broad word containing uh multiple other categories, I guess.
You
Like for
mean
example,
you mean something of supporting a claim with facts, or like
no, no, that's not what I'm saying.
that's the colloquial
Okay,
definition of substantiation. So that's gonna predetermine something
n-
else.
oh, you were asking, you were asking, you're
Yeah, I
asking me
was
to
putting
define
into question
substantiation.
what's your position, or like what's your like fucking what's your terminology? Let's like what do you think substantiation is for you? Like what does it mean?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were asking me the to define a hypernym.
I was asking you
Substantiation.
that before, but I already retract what I said. So yeah, you can do both if you want.
I already defined hypernym. So a
Do it again.
substantiation. It's not my burden. That's redundant. So
Why is it
a
redundant?
substantiation is inherently
I'm
the
asking you
process of
why, and you're
proving
repeating.
something.
Why?
Huh?
Why is that redundant?
Because I already defined it the first time.
Uh, well, I already predetermined something else when I like retract my own statement and question. So no,
Yo, can you extrapolate upon that?
can I what? Chapelate? What?
Extrapolate, extrapolate.
What does that mean?
I want you to um give more information as to what that implies.
I thought you already knew for sure. I'm saying while
No,
I
I don't.
told you to define that term, I already retracted my own statement and told you to define substantiation within that because you did not like define that initially when I asked you to do that beforehand, and you pretty much said it's a form of this and a form of that. That just repeats the same thing.
No, and I already attacked that.
What
Um,
was your attack?
okay, let me redefine hypernym again. So just so you understand what I'm trying to argue. So a hypernym is a broad word that is essentially a category that contains many other words. For example, um, fucking well, it's basically umbrella terms. So
You mean it's
what other words?
superordinate?
You said what?
You mean it's like a superordinate like term where like it's a broad meaning with like more specific words. That's
No,
with
it's a
like
broad
more specific
word. I'm not
words.
saying it has. It does have a broad meaning, but it's the word itself is broad.
It's secluded or like included within like more specific words, which falls under
No, no,
which like
that's a
falls under
hypernym.
superordinate.
What did you say?
The meaning itself falls under like superordinate. That's all I was saying. So you didn't like give the full extent to its meaning. I'm
Yeah,
just saying that.
what does that mean again?
Superordinate.
Superordinate.
That's I mean, it's pretty much a thing that like represents something superior. Like it's like a category classified within its compromisations. But I'm just telling you like what does hypernym mean by itself, not superordinate, which is like giving a full extent to its meaning.
A hypernym is akin to whatever the fuck I said.
Superordinate. Okay, got it.
Yeah, superordinate.
Now what? Now define what substantiation means, since you already like
Yeah, okay, so the process of proving something.
that's it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's more to that.
I just encapsulated it.
You just said it. Okay, so you get central idea too. Okay, so
Yeah. So again, instantiation is a form of substantiation because you can basically
did you just say?
substantiation.
Did you just repeat yourself twice?
What?
A substantiation is a form of
I'm.
substantiation. What does that mean? I get
I
form.
said an.
I
I
can
said
give an
an
example of how you like
instantiation.
determined it. Form X
I said an.
can like imply form X because they mean the same thing. It's not gonna like what?
That's not what I said.
No,
That's a
I
false
gave an
notation.
example. I never said that you said that.
That's a false notation.
Straw manning.
Well, how does that show man? How's that show me?
Because I gave an example and you try to use that like you try to like you misrepresented my argument in general because
How did I
I like gave
misrepresent
an
your
example
argument?
over that. That's it.
Yeah, what did I say? What did I say that misrepresents your argument?
You said hold up, not misrepresents, but you said hold up. I was trying to think, bro, because I was
I
like
said
talking.
false notation. You notated the propositions in
You
question,
said
so I
substantiation
asked,
means substantiation, but like that's like
not the
saying form
proposition, the
X means
words.
form X, even though they're like the same thing in general.
You said what?
You said substantiation beforehand means substantiation, which like
Oh no, no, that's not what I said. I said
that's what you said
instantiation
beforehand, though. So I don't.
no, no, no. I don't think you heard what I
I
said. I
mean, the
said
recording is right here, so
instantiation.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, sure, we can refer back to the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so
So
I was
what
saying,
now? You understand it, or I don't know.
no, no, no. I'm
No.
gonna extrapolate upon my initial argument because you didn't understand it. So instantiation is a form of substantiation, because you're presenting X thing in question, um, as in like you're giving it an instance to reinforce the thing in
Why are you
question.
saying it's the form of the same thing though? Like, I guess substantiation means something like
So what?
factual in the sense it's like self, like evident and shit like that. But you're just saying substantiation means
No, no, no.
substantiation.
Okay, so you think analytic or proof by deduction without empirical evidence like
I'm.
doesn't substantiate propositions?
You said what?
Do you think that um, proof by deduction, excluding empirical evidence, doesn't substantiate propositions?
It's not what I said. I mean, I already put into meaning
No,
what a
yeah,
I
that's what
already
you're
put into
implying.
question what does substantiation mean for you. You just used that same term that's been put into question within that sentence you just
That
used.
that's not that's not what I did. I said instantiation. I just think you're
Instantiation.
deaf, bro. You're probably
What's
deaf, are
that?
you?
Hold on. What's that? What's that? What's that?
Instantiation. I literally defined it like twice now. Instantiation is to prove something by giving an instance of it.
Okay, the act of okay instantiating. Okay, it's representation of an abstraction by concrete example logic. What does that have to do with anything, and why does that have to do with anything?
Okay, so we have to backtrack towards uh like how many messages were that? Uh Let me see real quick.
Let's just backtrack to. Do you know how to cut out like some part of the recording because we're just trying, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot, bro.
I
Yeah, I
forgot
can't track.
to. So you're trying to track on like the time where I said like a sentence can imply like an argument, or
Oh, wait. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, wait. Okay. So I was telling you to instantiate. I was telling you to instantiate statements executing imperatives. That's what I was telling you to do.
tell me to what define that. Is that what you said?
Huh?
Tell me to do what? You cut off.
Okay. So you asserted that imperatives are executed in statements. I told you to instantiate that. I told you to give an instance of that.
Like an example or like something concrete. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is an example needed for that? That's like saying I can give an example of like something unimaginable. That can be self contradictory.
You said what?
That's like saying I
What?
can give an example. I can entails a possibility, by the way. Give an example of something that's like unimaginable to be quoted, and like that's going to be self contradictory because I can't like give an example of something that's occupying something unimaginable.
I
I
barely
can't give
got
an
you.
example of something unimaginable because it's going to be a logical. Because it's going to be a logical contradiction, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So you think it? So you think imperatives being executed in statements is a logically
No,
impossible,
not at
right?
all.
That's what you,
I
yeah,
just use an example.
that's what you're positing.
No, that's I'm positing an example. That's not my position within that case.
What? What'd
I'm
you say?
using. Hold up. I'm referring to an example. I'm not using that as my inference or whatever you're trying to infer.
That's not what I was saying.
I'm giving you my perspective of this because you don't seem to be.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. So what you initially posited was um when you said when you said it's logical to give an example of something unimaginable. That posits that instantiating um the proposition that is, what was the proposition again? Oh yeah, imperatives being executed in statements is logically impossible.
Are you asserting that my example are you asserting that my example
You didn't provide an example.
I did, I said something unimaginable
No,
is like
you asserted
self-contradictory.
that you asserted that exemplifying the proposition in question is logical.
I asserted this thing that's in question is logical.
No, you said you asserted exemplifying such is illogical.
Hold on.
Or
I think my
you
brain is
asserted that the
going on.
proposition is a. You asserted the exemplifying the proposition is illogical. My bad. It's
No,
alright.
that's not what I presupposed. I gave an example of like
No,
how
yeah, I
unimaginable
didn't
things
say you presuppose that. I said that you asserted
cannot
that.
be logically That's like saying if you can like how do I say this? If you can imagine something that's unimaginable and want to give an example of that, it's going to be self-contradictory because you can't do that in all possible worlds.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And
You know,
I'm using
so
I'm
okay, but you're entailing that I should
wait,
give an
wait, wait.
example and I can give an example. Can
No, no, no.
entails
That's not what I'm saying.
possibility. Hope you know.
That's not what I was saying. I'm just pointing out the.
Oh, I never pointed. I never
I just
said that.
I'm just
I
pointing
never
out the
said that
premise.
you asserted my example in question, bro.
What?
You can't assert an example in question if your opposition or opposer in this case is like give an
But
example
that's
to
not what I
like
did though.
deconstruct a way of thinking.
Yeah, but that's not what I did. What I was saying again. I was
You did
saying
not give an
that.
Okay, you're saying that you did not give an example. Of course you didn't. I gave you an example.
No, you didn't. You said giving an example of uh, the proposition which was in question was illogical. So
No, I
I'm
said I gave an example that unimaginable things in question are actually like you can't imagine something unimaginable in the sense that they're like logically explicable because they're like logically contradictory. You can't do that. How can you can you answer this? How can
wait,
you
what did
imagine
you say
something
again? What did you say
unimaginable?
again? Wait, what did you
Okay,
say again?
okay, okay.
Repeat the initial thing.
I was giving an example on like how you can't imagine something unimaginable in the sense that it's like logically
Yeah,
like
what was the
explicable.
example?
That's the example right there. You can't imagine
That's
something
not, bro, nigga.
unimaginable.
That's
Like
not an example.
that's not an example. How's that not?
You're
What?
saying that the example of the assertion is the assertion itself.
No, you're telling me to give an example
That's
of
what you're
whatever
saying.
you
That's
just
what you're
said. I
implying.
forgot what you said because I'm ranting on this example. But like my example initiatively was how like unimaginable things cannot be exemplified.
Yeah, and you're positing that posits that um imperatives being executed in statements is it's
Is what?
unexemplifiable. You can't exemplify them. It's logically impossible. That's what you're saying.
You're like how do I say this? You're giving an entailment of possibility that I can
That's
give
not
an
an entailment.
example of whatever you just said
That's an
beforehand.
underlying that's an underlying notion,
Okay, what
underlying
was your
proposition.
original position within that? Go ahead.
My position
Yeah, what
towards
was
what?
the thing? Because I was like retorting to an example and like I exemplified it and I like attacked. No, I couldn't even keep track because I was like giving an example.
You said I was retorting to what?
What you said, bro. What's your position on that? What's your position on like the original thing you said? Can
Oh,
you like
okay.
underlay that?
My position. I'm agnostic. I'm skeptical.
You're agnostic of what?
I'm skeptical towards that. That's why I imposed the burden of proof upon you to instantiate the proposition. The
But why isn't that
proposition
my burden
being
though? Why isn't that my burden?
because you asserted that
I assert an
imperatives can
example. I
be
did not assert
executed
your own
within the
position because
statements.
I don't even know or acknowledge your own position as of like right now.
Your voice is muffled. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, my mic. Okay. I said I gave an example to whatever you just said because I had inherent knowledge on that thing that you just said. But now I can't like
That's
track
external to
what you said
what
back.
I'm saying right now.
You
That's
said
external
what?
to what I'm saying right now.
You said what? And
That's
straight.
that that
Oh,
that's external that point is external to what I'm saying right now. And also I already attacked that by saying that you basically tried to exemplify your own assertion by your own assertion. You said that, and you basically said that your
no, I
assertion
tried
is the example of your
exemplifying
assertion.
your own way of trying to tell me like to possibly prove or exemplify something else. Because you were telling me to like exemplify a said terminological word, and I was telling you like how can I do that? I know it's not your burden
What
to
word?
tell me so, but
What
like I'm
word did I
telling you
tell you
how like
to?
it can be like
Nigga,
impossible for me to do that.
what word did I tell you to exemplify?
That's why I'm asking you. That's what's in question as of right now.
What?
I'm telling you to like retract what you said by like you said
Okay,
something I like forgot,
listen.
bro.
Okay, exemplify. I told you to exemplify the proposition that being imperatives. I'll say this for the last time,
Yeah,
nigga.
and I'm putting that in question as
Imperatives
like
being
how it's like
executed
how it's
within
impossible.
statements.
Okay, okay. Thank you for like retracting that. But like I'm saying like how
For
can
the
I like
fifth time or
logically
something.
like or possibly like prove that through exemplification, you
What?
know? How can I exemplify that in the sense that like denotes like what I'm saying or like amplifies what I'm saying?
I didn't get your question. Can you
I'm
repeat that?
saying how can I give an example of what you're like saying? Because you're telling me to initiate, which by definition means to exemplify something else via initiative.
Instantiate. I didn't say initiate.
Initiative, is that what you said?
I said instantiate. Instantiate,
Instantiate. Okay,
nigga.
let me go over what instantiate means real quick.
Yeah, bro, I already defined it like a
Yeah, that's what
million
I
times.
meant. I just mixed up the words. It's nothing.
Yeah, no wonder why you strawman me.
It's just, that's not a straw man. It's just a mix up of words. So
Yeah, the mix up of words um gives
that
a
doesn't mean the
misinterpretation
mix up of words have like,
of what I
that
said.
doesn't mean I have acknowledgement over the things that I mixed up. So it's presuming that's the case.
What? What's presuming what?
Presuming, assuming. It's other words for assuming there.
No. I'm asking you what's presuming the thing that you just said. I don't know what you said. Nigga.
I was, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Hold on. Am I retarded, bro? I'm looking at this
Yes.
word. What is So, like, by you agree that representation means example, right? You know. And
Under
you're
our
telling me to
dialectical
give an
framework, yes.
example of that word.
But I'm not telling you to exemplify any word. What are you talking about?
You're telling me to represent something like at the beginning. I think it was even before you
I,
like
I told you
started.
to
You
I
said
told you
what?
to exemplify proposition, not a word.
Oh, proposition.
Yeah,
Such
I just
as?
said that for the fifth time or something.
I don't think you said that before. But what do you mean by that?
I
Like
said that
anything
before
like
we
a
ended the recording.
hypothesis? Like
What?
anything?
What did you say?
Like anything? Do you want me to exemplify that? Like anything?
The word? Anything?
Any moment, not the word. Proposition. Like. Do you want me to exemplify that?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you to do for the past. How long has it been?
Yeah, but we couldn't. We couldn't even. Okay.
It's been 30 minutes. What the fuck? Oh my.
Okay, a theory. Okay, so I can give something like deductive. If P then Q, thus the proposition is like true. That's the colloquial terms for it.
What?
That's an example. You said anything,
What are
right?
you,
So that's an
bro?
example.
What are you notating, bro? What?
You told me to give an example.
Yeah, do you know what I told you to exemplify?
You said a proposition. That's what.
No. Oh my.
You
I
said a
didn't tell you
proposition.
to
No, no,
exemplify the
hold on. I'm
a
not bro.
proposition itself. I'm telling
You
you
said
to
what?
exemplify. I'm telling you to exemplify the proposition that we've literally been uh
Oh, you didn't.
debating.
Okay, you didn't say that. What?
That's what I literally said that.
You said up. Oh my goodness.
Wait. No. Never mind. I messed up. I'm
What'd
cooked.
you say?
Yeah, I said. I wasn't telling you to exemplify quote unquote a proposition. I'm telling you to exemplify the proposition.
Of what? What we've been arguing on? Which
Yes,
okay,
the
okay.
proposition.
What is that? What does that even led to? We were arguing over something else that's like not even relevant.
Technically, they're relevant though. They're subpoints.
They're subpoints. Subpoints can be donated as like or denotated as like irrelevant.
No, but they're to an extent relevant. So
Yeah, but that can lead to
they
something
may
else that's
not be
irrelevant.
relevant in a general sense, but they're still to an extent relevant. I said relative.
Irrelevant is logically relative by its definition, but it does not denotate its like actual definition that like predetermines its like said definition. Right?
Irrelevant is what? Irrelevant is what did you
Not
say?
relevant, basically. How else can I say?
Yeah. Okay.
And you said that it was relevant to an extent.
Yeah. It's
How
it's
come?
not relevant to in a general sense.
You mean by the proposition that was like in case? How come though?
By the proposition,
Like
bro, I can barely hear what you're saying.
by what we've been arguing on.
Are you asking me how the subpoints are to an extent relevant to the proposition?
Yeah, because yeah.
Okay, because we were like, if I remember correctly, we were discussing on the denotations of certain words like instantiate, substantiation, your burden of proof
No, I
to
actually
persuasion.
asked
The
you what does
initial
that mean,
proposition, that
and
is.
you just went off something else.
Huh?
I asked you what that word means, substantiate, and you just went off something else.
What do you mean? I went off something off of
You were
what?
arguing over something else. You bring up instantiate.
I don't think you heard what I said. I said I'm gonna repeat what I said. Okay, I said instantiation. Instantiation is a form of substantiation. I didn't say substantiation is the form of substantiation.
You
That's
said
what you think I said.
you said okay. We were arguing over substantiate before, and I told you like what does it mean on your own behalf.
Yeah, because you misinterpreted what I said. I
No,
initially
I just
said,
put what you said
yeah,
in the
yeah, you
question. How
did,
was I
you did.
misrepresenting your argument? What?
What? I never said you misrepresented my argument. I said you misinterpreted what I initially said, like the
Uh,
sentence, not an argument.
they intertwine, so they mean the same thing. I don't think that's pretty relevant.
What? What?
They hold
Did this nigga
on.
just say an argument is a sentence? What?
Misrepresentation, misinterpretation. Hold on.
Misrepresentation? I didn't hear what you said after that.
Are you asserting that misinterpretation and like a misrepresentation are like not co-equally the same thing?
No, I I never said anything of the sort.
But oh my
What are you talking about now, bro?
bro.
What are you questioning?
I was because you said that you weren't even bringing up those points, but I said like in general,
Which
you
points?
misre-
Which points?
you said something else before. I just can't track. I can't remember.
Yeah, no shit, bro. No
I
shit.
can't remember, bro.
Yeah, I was saying you misinterpreted what I initially said, that being instantiation is a form of substantiation. You thought I said substantiation is the form of substantiation. It's a form of itself, which is not
Oh,
what I said.
but it was by your wording though. That's not my fault. I think it was either by your wording or like how I
Huh?
viewed it.
What?
That was by your wording. It's not okay
How does my wording have to do with anything?
because it sounded like you said this. You said the same thing twice.
Oh, okay. I understand what you said. Okay.
Leave
Yeah,
it
you
at
know
me.
what, bro? Let's just leave the shit at inconclusive because
This is you know what crazy, bro. We were arguing over a possibility. This is so dumb.
that's what I'm
This
saying,
is
bro.
actually dumb.
Oh God, bro.
We haven't even done a real time.
I don't even think I have time to do a real topic because
I don't either because my parents just came home.
yeah, same, bro. That's crazy.
Anus.
Fuck up, bro.